Alright, looks like we got another opponent against Cole. What Cole got for us? Cole, what do you got for us? Cole has some pretty scary Pokemon, especially with some Sun support. We got Whimsicott, Entei, Walking Wake, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, and Metagross. So definitely can use the Sun to his advantage and try to pick off, yeah, and I imagine he's going to win Sun in this matchup, right? I think one of the challenges, though, is usually whenever a trainer does that, they use Sun and they try to attack, I'm able to capitalize on that, but Ninetales doesn't have an immediate, like, hey, I'm actually going to hit this Pokemon for a lot of damage here. So, actually, I could use that to my advantage. I could go Ninetales Raging Bolt. If they decide to go that route, then I can just use Thunderclap to do a lot of damage to Entei early on. I could also go Ninetales Araquanid. I think Raging Bolt sounds pretty solid. I like Araquanid as well. Rillaboom's Fake Outs can help. I don't have U-Turn, but I do have high horsepower. Grassy Glide helps out against Walking Wake and all that. Golden Go is mainly worried about Entei. I don't know. I think I'll go Rilla. I do like the Fake Out Presser, and Grassy Glide can help. High Horsepower is also good against Metagross. I do recognize that late game Entei is... I mean, late game Entei is tough against this team anyways, because it does a great job against Golden Go, Ninetales, and Rillaboom. And I do have Araquanid and Bolt for it, but it's not as easy to use it. Because you would be like, oh, use Incineroar, but into Focus is a great way to kind of go about that. Yeah, so this Rillaboom moveset is Fake Out, High Horsepower, Grassy Glide, and Woodhammer. So we actually get Walking Wake and Whimsicott, which is kind of nice. So in this case, I feel this is a great lead. I'm just going to Freeze Dry, expecting... yeah, I'm going to Freeze Dry, expecting Walking Wake to try to target down Raging Bolt. And I'll Protect here. Walking Wake would have to commit to Fire Terra now. Okay. Okay, Speed, which is fine, because I'm going to get my special attack boost. Walking Away can now kind of pin down where it feels like it has the Terra, so I'm going to Thunderclap and Freeze Dry that slot too. Yeah. So what Terra would it be? Steel Terra would be pretty solid. If it's Water Terra, then I definitely feel very great about this. Fire Terra, yeah, probably Fire. Then it probably is going to go after Ninetales, if I'm not mistaken. If it doesn't, then it'll go after Bolt, but I do get to hit off with a pretty solid Thunderclap immediately. So we're going to see the Tailwind come out. It does a lot of damage. And it goes for the Draco. Okay. I think what I want to do is switch out Ninetales for Araquanid. And I'm going to Fake Out into Wake. Yeah, you know, he clapped them cheeks good, man. He was like, nah, I ain't having this. I'm going immediately. Cool, Whimsicott switching out is great for me. Entei coming out is fine, too. Ooh, this comes from, That Entei is actually pretty famous. It comes from it's Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and this was the one that you would use to get the event in Black and White, which is kind of cool. It's shiny, and it also has the the call out the Pokemon fan, and it came out in the Cheris Ball. Okay, this is interesting because I could Water Terra immediately, which isn't a bad idea, and then hit Entei for like an incredible amount of damage, and then just switch out into Ninetales. Yeah, it's a cool one. If you have, I might have a friend who can clone. I do have a friend that can clone Pokemon. Basically, we trade it to a file, he copies it and pastes it. Defton, great to see you, man. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. But yeah, we're just out here playing Pokemon, having a great time. Most likely I might lose Ninetales here, but I have resigned that I don't need Ninetales necessarily, and getting a big knockout on Entei would be huge. Walking Weight goes for Flamethrower. It's probably going to target Ninetales, right? Oh, it just targets... I took 5 damage. You see that? It took more damage from Life Orb than anything. And it doubled up. I can't get burned either. That was a crit. That was a crit, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, absolutely. If I can find a way to clone it, I will absolutely trade you that Entei that you can... and there's also, like, Suicune and Raikou, but the Entei one's the best one, for sure. Alright, looks like Whimsicott is coming back out to play. So, I guess the question is, what would Whimsicott want to do? Would it want to use Sunny Day or Tailwind Silver? You got one more turn of Tailwind, so you're probably going to Sunny Day. So I think in this case, I do feel confident going for a... I'll go for a Bug. I honestly will go for a Liquidation into Walking Wake. Yeah, I'm going to go into a Liquidation into Walking Wake, and I'm going to switch out Ninetales back into Rillaboom. Yeah, this team is really fun. Combines a lot of what I enjoyed about San Antonio with new stuff, too. But yeah, the fact that, I mean, Water Bubble already resists Fire-type moves, so I get even more resistance, which is crazy. Yeah, sure. I figured as much. If Wake goes after Rillaboom, then Ninetales comes back out, which is fine. I think what I could have done was Protect for sure. But yeah, the fact that Rillaboom survives is great. And yeah, a huge part of that too is that Walking Wake's already at -2 special attack, so we were able to take care of that. Not over yet, but we can definitely find a way to win this. Tailwind's over, and it's Flutter Mane as the last one. Okay. Flutter Mane activates Photosynthesis, special attack is boosted. Okay. How many turns of Grassy Terrain I got? I got 2 turns of Grassy Terrain. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Liquidation into Flutter, and I'm going to Grassy Glide into it. You don't need Tailwind. Okay, does a good amount of damage. Flutter goes for Moonblast, that means Araquanid is going to knock out Flutter, and then it's just Araquanid and Ninetales versus Whimsicott, and I'm at full HP. Get that Liquidation off in the sun. Let's see. We're going to get the KO right here. Bah! Flutter Mane didn't even stand a chance! Oh, this battle feels so good. This battle feels great. Look at Araquanid. We got to get a shiny one. We got to get a shiny one. We have to get a shiny one. Oh my goodness. And, you know, that's the thing. The opponent, you saw that. How much the opponent felt so pressured to set up Sunny Day. And I don't need it, right? So now I'm just going to Bug Bite. And I'm going to freeze dry. They're setting up Sunny Day again. I don't need a War Veil to win, right? So that's the thing. This is a really nice team because, like, oh, the pressure that I exert with a War Veil, you don't want to mess with that. But here, like, I just did... Oh, look how much damage I already did with my freeze dry. Whimsicott can't get 2 KOs in one turn. Grassy Terrain expires. Araquanid stayed on the field for a super long time. So we can just... You know, we'll just fire off a Liquidation, and we'll fire off a freeze dry. And sure, yeah, you're going to Moonblast. I took 40 damage. Do you see how little I took? Araquanid's defenses are unreal. And there you go. That's it. That was a great match. That was great. I mean, we lost Raging Bolt. Excuse me, you saw that. We lost Raging Bolt turn 1. And we were knocked it out. Entei, not a problem. Fluttermane, the double up was perfect. That was exactly what we needed. We just needed to say, hey, you know what? And they focused on a Rillaboom. And so I was glad that we said Grassy Glide plus Liquidation, get that knockout on Fluttermane, and all their offensive threats gone off the table.